Baby, it's cold outside and online ordering is skyrocketing. Once again, it's so predictable. If you don't have the infrastructure in place to accept online orders and the logistics to fulfill deliveries, it's time to start considering how this might affect your long term business. Your competitors are using technology to deliver exceptional customer experiences. Are you? In today's episode of the Restaurant Growth Show podcast, we are talking about how operations, customer intelligence, and support must all work together with speed to consistently deliver amazing customer experiences. This is episode 10. Let's go! It's Gordon, and this is the Restaurant Growth Show, where we talk about how restaurants can use technology to grow their business. We've got a lot to talk about in this episode, but first, let's introduce our guests. First, we have Jose Albas, co-founder and chief growth officer at Modern, with more than 25 years of online marketing experience. Jose has successfully founded and operated companies in software and hospitality. Next, we have Alex Cook, VP of Sales and also a co-founder at Modern. Alex's experience in the hospitality industry spans 30 years, including 16 years selling restaurant point-of-sale solutions throughout North America.
Actually, just did the math. It's 36 years now, Gordon.
Oh, good Lord. 36 years. I'm changing your intro. Lastly, who am I? My name is Gordon. I am your host. I run a digital marketing program called 90 Days to Success, where I teach restaurateurs how to sell their food online. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
It's a beautiful day out here on the West Coast. We're doing great.
Very good. Very good. I appreciate the 26 years of experience. I started when I was one.
All right, then. Okay. Jose, you kind of look a little bit different today on camera. There's something new going on?
Yes, there is. It's my stand-up.
Are you
desk.
shrinking? What's happening there?
It's a stand-up desk.
Oh, you got a new stand-up desk.
Yes.
Welcome to the club. I love my stand-up desk.
And I'm back up.
How do you like it so far?
I love it. It's so good.
I think you might be having a little bit too much fun.
I am having a lot of fun. Every meeting, pretty much, I'm just like today. Every meeting has been.
It must be happy. It must be happy hour at Jose's home office.
Yep.
So let's jump into this. Alex, when a restaurant is starting from scratch, meaning they have no online ordering infrastructure in place, what are the biggest hurdles for that restaurant to get up and running?
Sign the sales order. Once you have a signed sales order, everything starts to begin from there. So once the action is started, it's really about a few key setups. One is getting the payment processing set up. We have a gateway partner that would allow you to literally have a merchant ID number and everything ready to go within 2 business days. Then we want to do your application to iOS and Google Play to get your native apps published in the app stores under your own brand. And then the main component is setting up your menus and getting the descriptions, high-res images that best reflect your restaurant and your brand. So dynamic images that look fantastic and consistent all the way through. Remembering that people eat with their eyes, and this is a reflection of your company, a reflection of your brand, and then using mouth-watering descriptions. And then we just get into the training. So our goal is to get a customer up and running within 2 weeks. If they can get us all the information that we need right away. It's really quite a simple process. So it's not daunting. It's not a long affair, depending on what you're looking for. If you want POS integration or other third-party components, those could delay some of the setup. But in general, we're looking at a 2-week setup from start to finish. Then after that, that's where Jose takes over and you, Gordon, with the marketing component to help build traction to the app.
Does an organization need to be tech savvy in order to implement or set up the infrastructure for online ordering?
We do a lot of the hand holding. So they don't have to be tech savvy. They need to introduce us to someone who runs their website their webmaster if they have one, or just give us permission. So we have access to help them, guide them through the process. And quite honestly, if they're running a restaurant, they've been using a point of sale system for probably since they opened. This is actually a lot simpler than a point of sale. So we set everything up for them. We give them the training on how to use the back end, update menus, update prices, hours of operation, etc. And we also do a small training session with the staff. So they're totally familiar with our system, they're up to date. And if they need support after, then we have support for both the restaurateur and also the end user, which is nice because if they're having challenges, they can call our support line or they can email us or go through our chat bot and they can talk to one of our customer service representatives directly.
Okay, so there's also an end user support mechanism in place there. So it really is end to end.
Exactly.
Interesting. Jose, sticking with the implementation of a new online ordering infrastructure, what do I need a data scientist? Do I need someone in there, writing code? What's involved with analyzing the customer data or the customer information?
Well, not really, not at all. I think that technology nowadays, and the way that when it's good technology, it's meant to be easy to use. I usually say if you can use Facebook, you should be able to use these tools. As simple as that. And since everybody does, that is the comfort level that every user should have. Now, when it comes to make a system successful, there are some steps that help making it better. And there is no secret. It's usually a common sense when you sit in the when you look at it from the point of view of the user, of the guest, and usually starts with the same processes that anybody would, but digitally. So keeping that in mind, we can always find ways of making it more effective. For example, if a restaurant just started online, in any case, even if they were going to go in real life, there's a customer journey. They're going to go and check out the reviews. Even if someone mentioned it, they were recommended, they're going to go and see what are other people saying. So reviews are quite important. Additionally, what is the expectation online or offline is that if I heard something, I mean, I'm not going to go to a restaurant I'm going to go there to be disappointed. No, I'm going to go there to have such a good experience that I'm going to be also a great eater and customer when I go there, that they're going to remember my name and we're going to have fun. So when it comes to customer experience, management of expectations is key. And of course, a great product with building that expectation, that's going to satisfy, like I like to say, with mouth-watering images and sizzling descriptions.
Sizzling descriptions. I love that. We talked about menu descriptions a few episodes ago. I'm already hungry thinking about it, but don't get ahead of our topics here, Jose. I'm gonna get to customer experience and expectation.
Right.
So we've implemented a new online ordering solution to a brand that has multiple locations or maybe even just a single location. I want to talk about efficiency and operations. Alex, how do these new systems help improve operations, say back of house or management? How does that help?
Well, there's the obvious that people are thinking about right away, and that's being able to handle multiple orders at one time compared to a traditional telephone. Fewer mistakes. Those are two ways. Then we can really expand on that. So let's take a look at customer acquisition. What does it cost to acquire a new customer? Through online ordering, we can incentivize customers not just to place an order, but to also register. So now you've got some of that customer data. I look at our solution, and I've got a saying that I use quite often. This is the cheapest employee you'll ever hire. For $125 a month, for example, or $150 for our advanced solution, this is doing more for you than any employee ever could. We can go further with gift card and loyalty solutions, adding that. So now we're getting much more customer loyalty to your brand, much more repeat business. And we could add things like table service. So not that we want to replace servers, but there's a lot of environments like QSR where this fits really well. So I can order from the table and then get a text notification to either pick up at a pickup location, or they could go the extra mile and deliver it to my table for more of a VIP experience. It could be big patios and it's not quite in season, and maybe you don't have a full staff setup. So now I've got a hybrid setup. And then delivery. This is becoming more and more common where we have customers who used to have or already have their own delivery drivers. Now they're having trouble finding them and keeping them. So it's more beneficial for them to go to our integrated solutions to say DoorDash Drive or Uber Direct or Skip Go. So now they're able to promote their own delivery through their own brand, save some money, keep the data, and they're doing this for less than it would cost to hire a driver that they're having trouble to find anyway. So there's a few examples for you, Gordon.
Just a few.
I could keep going. I mean, there's lots of benefits, but these are the main ones that come up on a regular basis, and this is just to get our clients starting to think of what is the full benefit of using an online ordering platform as a tool to help run their business.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think Sorry, go ahead.
Automation, yeah. I was gonna say that in general, technology, the idea is to make things more efficient. That tasks that don't require a human being are done by automation, by technology, and therefore you free hours of labor a month if you have the proper technology and the proper installation, the proper setup.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it's amazing how restaurateurs, they'll balk at a dollar amount. I don't care if it's 50 or 150 or 250 a month, and they say, oh, that costs too much. Like, we got, and it's like, well, what's your return on investment for that 150 or 250 or whatever it is you're paying a month for that whole platform that's going to run your business and help market it? Like, I remember when we first started out, people would say, what? You should be charging me 5 times as much. And I would go to them, well, we can certainly do that. We could charge you 5 times more. It's a great feedback to get because they actually understood the whole value, and they still do. But I think because there's so many more platforms out there, it's natural to look at competitive pricing, but it's more important to look at what you're getting overall for value out of the system that you choose moving forward.
I love the aspect of minimizing the mistakes with phone calls. That's one of the biggest things is we want to stop taking orders over the phone and automating these tasks and allowing the system to batch order, dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of orders in a short period of time, whereas you don't have someone manning the phone all day. I think that's probably one of the most significant and obvious advantages of online ordering.
It actually provides a better level of customer service when you think about it. So you get a notification letting you as a guest know it's going to be ready. But let's take a look at the delivery side. So typically, if I phone in for a delivery order, they're going to say it's going to be ready in 20 minutes. When I order online and using the integration to say DoorDash Drive as an example, I now get all the communication that would come from DoorDash. So I get notification that the driver's 5 minutes away from the restaurant. Driver picked up the food. Driver's 5 minutes to my door. Driver's at my door, and feedback. So I actually can follow my meal all the way through from the time they pick it up to the time they get to my house. So I have that level of expectation. It just improves the whole customer service experience, if you ask me. And there's also that ability to quickly and efficiently place an order from anywhere, anytime. And I know exactly when I should pick it up. And ideally, if I'm a customer picking up my food, I want to show up either 2 or 5 minutes before it comes out of the oven, because that's why I'm going there to pick it up. I want it right away. I want it hot out of the oven. I don't want it to go to a driver who may have another drop off along the route and I'm getting something 20 minutes later to my house or 30 minutes later.
Alex, are you saying you don't want soggy fries on your order?
Well, especially the pizza. And if you order wood-fired pizza doesn't travel as well as traditional pizza. So it's really important to be able to get that and right out of the oven and get it home as quickly as possible.
That turnaround time is critical. We talk about the how amazing Amazon is to get same day delivery or 24-hour delivery. It is exponentially more important when we're talking about pizza, food, any real type of cuisine. Those minutes are the food quality is degrading really, really quickly. And so you need systems that are automated, that are fast, that are mistake proof. Anyways, actually a really great segue into what are customers expecting when they initially interact with a restaurant.
I think that the first thing is you're expecting the best possible food. Maybe what you've heard from others, what you read in reviews, like I was saying earlier. I think that the advantage of the online systems that communicate in real time, precise information, is that maybe the first time you don't even trust it because you've had bad experiences with other systems, but when it's a really good system, then you build that trust and you know that what they're saying, it is what's happening. When someone places an order, they want to have an experience so with that promising that they're going to love it so much that they're going to come back for more, to the point that they're going to know their name. Like that.
Exactly. And I know when I'm interacting with a brand for the first time, especially a restaurant, I'm looking for ease of use. I'm looking for that big bold button that says order right here, right? Get your food right here. See your menu, look at your add-ons, what are your prices, and add to cart. I want something really easy and fast and mistake free, and I don't want to go through a whole lot of clutter. So for me, and I think it's the same with a lot of people out there, who our attention span is so short. I need to see the food, I want to order the food, I want to eat the food very, very quickly. It's got to be convenient for me. So Jose, if we dig a little bit deeper into the customer journey after the meal, how can a brand that is relatively new to online ordering capitalize on customer intelligence?
On that question, this is really interesting because it made me think about something as you were saying that. So imagine this: you have the case where there is a restaurant with a great product and a crappy system, and you have another case of a new restaurant that maybe with a good product, a decent product, maybe not so good, but a great system. I can bet you anything that the restaurant with the great product and a crappy system will always deliver a bad product, because the product gets ruined, it's perishable. But the restaurant that has a really good system, even if the food is just getting started, they have a lot of room for improvement, they actually, a good system will give the best of that product. And then, like you said, technology like automatic reviews, that they can actually go back to the client and be like, hey, what happened? Give us some feedback. What could we do better? Let me compensate for the, I'll send you a coupon. Thank you for the figure. We're going to make it better, and we're going to make it for you. The next one's free on us. Maybe try this something else, right? You can build that experience, because when you get in that level of service, humans, we go for the positive. We go for the love. We're craving connection. We're craving good experiences so that we can share them and build the family bigger. And therefore, there is an opportunity with great technology to improve what you're doing, to improve the product based on feedback. So technologies like instant notifications of feedback that gets into reviews, that before the review it's negative, you actually are able to interact with that customer so that you can actually compensate it, find out, improve the quality of the product. And guess what? That company that has the good system versus the one that had the good product, it's gonna get ahead of the one that had the product and not the system.
So you're saying a company can get ahead of that bad review before it gets written on Google,
Bingo.
Right? With an SMS response. How was your meal? You know what? My fries were soggy. My pizza wasn't hot. Right.
Correct.
And so the restaurant can compensate them.
It's the classic, are you going to be reactive or are you going to be proactive? Right. So you can throw your arms up in the air like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Someone left a bad review. Or you could have a system that before they actually leave the review, you go, okay, this has been 15 minutes for a Napolitan pizza, or half an hour for Indian, because it lasts a little bit longer and you mix stuff. And you time it right so that when they are about to or done, they get the notification, hey, how was the experience? And they were like, oh, if it was negative, imagine, oh, I'm about to put that review, I don't know, that was horrible. And you prompt, hey, want to know, we want your review, how was the experience? And then they can interact with that client and offer them a coupon if it's not 5 stars, anything else, let's find out how we can improve it. Can you that opportunity is huge, right? If you just let them and hoping that they're going to put a 5-star review, remember that most reviews, people to make the effort to leave a review. So personally, sometimes I want to leave the 5-star, but I'm digesting.
You
Like,
need a little nudge. You need a little nudge. Whereas most
I
restaurants are doing this. They're
I
crossing their finger going, I hope that customer had a really good experience.
enough
Right?
that they're gonna leave a review, type it in all of that stuff.
Exactly. A little bit,
No, it's like if it's a great experience, I'm like, oh my god, I really want to leave a review. I really want to leave a review, and then I'm taking a nap because it was such a great experience, and I'm happy, and then I forget tomorrow.
Alex, what are your expectations as a consumer when you're ordering either in person or online? What do you expect?
When I order online, I expect the system to work, which sounds strange, but I've used a lot of products in the past where I stumble. It needs to be simple, needs to be quick, and it needs to be something that gives me the dynamic images, that mouth-watering experience we talked about. But really, I want to make sure that I got my order through. Also, I want confidence in my order, and I want confidence that the food's going to get there and be delivered to my home or ready for pickup when they say it's going to be ready. That's really all I care about as a consumer, is that I have the confidence in the system that it's going to work and it's simple to use.
So okay, I think that it's like differences between different generations.
Well, I'm coming from a consumer perspective, and if I'm hungry, I want to be able to order quick. I want it to be simple. If I have to stop and start asking questions, what do I do next? Or if I can't read the font because it's too small, or whatever those little intricacies are, those are things that are the barriers where I just say, well, maybe it's easier for me just to go back to using a telephone. So you have to have those experiences, positive experience all the way through. And right from the very beginning, it says it's got to be fast, it's got to be simple, and it's got to be robust, when meaning the system needs to be operating at full capacity all the time, zero downtime.
Speed
no.
and efficiency. Yeah.
Exactly. That's, there's the ability to register and then save your credit card on file, save your previous orders. I've gone on this, my own personal experience, and placed an order in literally 3 seconds, and confidently, because I can go in, hit reorder, hit my credit card, done. That's how simple that is.
It's what people expect. It's what people expect, right?
Yeah, we always joke that I'm the analog guy of our team here, but that's kind of the
Who
test.
says that?
If you can pass the Alex test as far as simplicity, then I think we're doing pretty good.
It doesn't show. It doesn't
Oh,
show.
you know about the Alex test. Okay. Sorry about that. So I have an example I want to share. This is an example I was reading about earlier that I really liked, about using automation to improve customer retention. What restaurants can try is using a program that connects your app and other third-party delivery apps to customer loyalty accounts so that it tracks each customer's most ordered dishes. Then it could automatically generate a digital coupon for that dish for that specific customer and email them a code. You could test this in a small locale initially and then expand the program as it shows you positive results. This is the type of personalized experience that e-commerce platforms like Amazon use, and crucially, that's what customers expect now. An online ordering infrastructure connecting all of the dots from front of house to back of house, customer loyalty, and engagement. When all of these elements work together with speed and continuity, your business will be able to grow as fast or faster than your competitors. I'd like to thank Jose and Alex for once again for their insights. Until next week, my name is Gordon, and this is the Restaurant Growth Show, and we are out.